Hello. Today is a sunny day, so yeah, it's really bright, and then I just thought about recording something useful, so I will continue the discussion of stress. Why you want to talk about stress? Stress is not necessarily a good thing, but that's actually bias, our bias. Stress can be a good thing. Stress has bad rap because people say, oh, stress is source of all illness, and then stress is evil, and avoid as much as you can, raps. But in reality, actually, stress is very useful, at least. Because stress is a very important part of our lives, and the human evolved in response to stress. So, for example, I'm not sure you heard of high-intensity interval training. It's basically humans voluntarily imposing high stress to their body, so the body will recognize, oh, I need more energy or more muscle to handle this high stress or high intensity, so they start building more muscle and more energy, which is the mitochondria. Mitochondria is energy factory. In human analogy, that's kind of power plant. You build a more power plant, that means from that point on, you can provide more power as needed, so which is good thing. That's why the people do, this high-intensity interval training to increase their strength and improve their health. And actually, that's known to be very effective. And a lot of scientists nowadays discover, oh, there's another easy way to do that, like take precursor to NAD. NAD is NAD+. That's known to trigger the production of more mitochondria, which is more energy. So they, nowadays there's commercial product around that precursor to NAD. A precursor means that if you take those precursors, our body convert them into NAD+, which also triggers this more mitochondria, and sometimes they even repair DNA damages. So there's a lot of known benefit having increased NAD+ levels. So, but that's expensive medicine you can buy, and to do that. But also there's free options, which is high-intensity interval training. Also, the intermittent fasting also help produce more mitochondria. But there's some free options. But if you want a quick, easy solution to boost your energy, the precursor to NAD+ may be an option. The well-known precursor to NAD+ is like NR, I think nicotinamide riboside. That's medicine that's sold in the market nowadays to boost energy. And the other precursor to NAD+ is called nicotinamide mononucleotide. So that's called NMN. If you take NMN, it's converted to NAD+ once you take it. So that's two well-known precursors to NAD+ to boost your energy. So if you have some chronic, lack of energy, then that it could be one option. But more natural, best free way of doing that is like intermittent fasting or high-intensity interval training. So that choice is with you. You know, there's some. I don't think there's a thorough study has been done on side effect of NR, which is nicotinamide riboside, or NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, is still under research, and then the conclusion is not finalized yet. So there's some small, but there's some level of risk too. So but if you want a quick and energy boost, that may be one option. Actually, some people are so impatient that they want that injection, IV injection of this NAD+. But some scientists suggest that NAD+ is a big molecule, so those are injected into your bloodstream. They may be hard to get into cell where you need to increase the mitochondria and the other cellular metabolism. So that's may not be as effective as we think. But some people who got injection, they say, oh, I feel much better. I mean, I don't know what the exact story is, but this could be part of this placebo effect too. I think, as you may know, if a human truly believe, I mean, your subconscious mind actually accepts it as a fact and then truly believes that, then your body, physical body, usually comply with that beliefs. So that's actually another aspect of this human health. And so if you truly believe you are healthy, and you are likely to be healthy, because if that's the case, your body tend to comply with your subconscious beliefs. And that actually, there was a famous study done by, I think it's Ellen, what's her last name? It's a Harvard psychology professor, and she did this counterclockwise study. So she found, a bunch of senior people around 70, 80, and then put them in a village with, I guess early 60s surroundings, and then even fake TV station at that time, and then old newspaper delivered, with time goes back, and then she had them, believe that they are living that time zone. So then after, I think 2 weeks, measured the vital signs, and they found that there's significant improvement in their health. So that's just because they truly believe that they are living in the earlier age, and then this all the surroundings keep reminding them they are much younger than they actually are. So those kind of beliefs affected their health. So if you want to look it up, and then just type counterclockwise study done by Dr. Ellen. So somehow I can, Ellen Langer, yes, Dr. Ellen Langer, and she's very well-known scientist, so you can look it up. But so it's very important that your healthy beliefs. I mean, you feel like you truly believe not your conscious mind, but if your subconscious mind is thinking you are unhealthy, yeah, your body will comply with that, and you will be unhealthy. But if you truly believe, your subconscious mind truly believe you are healthy, your body comply with that belief that too, so you will be healthy. But the problem is that you don't know what the true beliefs in your subconscious mind, because subconscious mind is below your conscious mind. You never know. So there's some way to influencing what you truly believe through meditation or some kind of self-affirmation, but it's not really sound basis. But as I said, one thing is that you can, keep reinforcing those, I guess, beliefs, then there's some interactions going on between conscious mind, subconscious mind. So if you are persistent and consistent in, imposing certain beliefs on your conscious mind, that eventually will get into your subconscious mind, and then so you do it until your subconscious mind take it as a fact, and then without the thinking. The subconscious mind is actually not even thinking. Most thinking is done by your conscious mind. So, but if you repeat that, everything subconscious mind learned is through repetition, like how to ride bicycle. So that's, I started with stress, and because it was centered on your health, so stress is actually not necessarily bad. And then I talked about this physical stress given to body to improve health of body or strength of body, so you will have more muscle and more energy. So stress, this high intensity stress, was not necessarily a bad thing. And then what about the mental stress? It's kind of same thing, unless mental stress is persistent and consistent and then around you all the time, then your body, your mind doesn't have that capacity to handle this kind of persistent, consistent stress. But you are well equipped with to handle temporary mental stress too. So if there's temporary stress, and then in the process of overcoming this adversity or challenges or difficulties, you will obtain your mental capacity bigger mental capacity to handle that type of stress from next time on. So, yeah, which is a great thing, because you are kind of growing through this adversity, and a more capable person, and maybe more generous, a more embracing person through these hardships or adversities. So in that sense, like high-intensity interval training, you can apply similar thing to mental side too. So you can be, stronger mentally, and then more resilient to difficulties you face in the life. So, that's why you look around, and then so many great people, commonality of all great people they had really big adversities and big hardships. While overcoming those hardships and adversities and challenges, they become great because they obtain the great capacity and the capability to achieve whatever they want. So in that sense, this kind of temporary challenges or adversities are actually good thing. I call it opportunities. Opportunities to learn and then get better, get stronger, get more, I guess, generous and then embracing. Because only person who went through, a lot of difficulties or adversities more understanding of others who are going through the same adversities, similar adversities and then difficulties. So, which is, makes you a better person and a more understanding person. And at the same time, you have more capacity to handle those challenges and adversities. Isn't that great? I mean, it's like a very simple, I guess, analogy, like a high-intensity interval training. You can apply similar tactics or strategy to managing your mental health too, So health of mind is really, important too. So you have healthy mind or strong mind along with this strong body and healthy body, then yeah, your foundations are there. And from there on, all you have to do is believe in yourself, and then, focus on whatever you like to do. Start taking purposeful actions. That's your last step to achieve anything you want. As long as you have persistent, consistent, purposeful action, then you can achieve anything you want. And there's no limit. Only limit is inside in your belief system. What limits you is your limiting thinking or limiting beliefs in your subconscious mind. So you need to revise that through meditation or formation or just they call it, some people call it matching your feelings and thinking and then your action, synchronizing all three of them, consistent basis, based on the positive principles or any belief system you have, So, but 90% of our behaviors or actions or feelings coming from this subconscious beliefs, and unfortunately, we feel like we have a lot of control on our decisions or behaviors, but in reality, most of them is decided by our subconscious mind. But we feel like we are doing that decisions, but in reality, there's a lot of brain scientists agree that a lot of our decisions are made by the subconscious mind. I think the Professor Sapolsky, I think he's professor at Stanford University, and he suggested 100% of human behaviors are, determined by subconsciously. I mean, not consciously. So that means everything we do is not our choice. It's just determined by our subconscious mind. But that may be true. But still, I think your subconscious mind is influenced by what your conscious mind experienced. So there's accumulation of all the experiences, learnings through your conscious mind and subconscious mind, their interactions, and so all those are built in your subconscious mind. So I think there's a choice you can make to influence your subconscious mind. As I mentioned, meditation or your lifestyle, and then whatever you see, you not necessarily surface to your conscious, but it's keep added to your, subconscious mind or your memory. And your memory is just a subjective interpretation of whatever you experienced, and not necessarily for accuracy, but for survival purposes. So it's just a story that's written by your brain, not necessarily accurate. And some scientists suggest that actually more than 50% of the memory is manufactured by your brain. So it's just a subjective influence on the beliefs in your subconscious mind. So what kind of perspective you have, so a lot of inputs coming through that subjective filter or subjective perspective. So as long as you have positive, desirable perspective, then a lot of inputs keep coming through that positive perspective, and then contribute to forming more positive beliefs in your subconscious mind, which will guide you to more desirable behavior and then desirable consequences in the end. So that's the whole story. So who formed the subconscious mind? When you are young, it was mostly formed by your parents or environment, the teachers, friends, and stuff like that. But when you become adults, you need to take control of your perspective and then control your filters, what goes in the subconscious mind. So over long, persistent, consistent practice of this positive perspective will eventually transform your beliefs, your limiting beliefs in subconscious mind into more, unlimited positive beliefs in your subconscious mind. Once that's done, there's no limit on what you can do. You can achieve whatever you want, with that powerful beliefs in your subconscious mind, and it's like autopilot. 90% of the time, they will guide you toward, the desired way of life or desired direction of life. So you will end up achieving whatever you enjoy or you like. So that's a great thing. And I hope everyone do that. And again, stress is not just bad. It depends on how you respond to the stress. If you use stress as an opportunity, it will be a good thing. If you use stress as an excuse not to do anything or to blame something, then stress is bad for you. So I think that's good enough for today.